Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I got some mail today. I got my epoxy, two-part epoxy by Pro Coat. Got this from Mud Hole. Got some new handle paste. I finally got the tips for those prototype rods that we still have to test. Got some new Fish in Louisiana decals. I did get a better reamer set for reaming out the handles. This one comes with a handle on it here, but I can also put it on a drill. It should make that process a lot faster. I'm really happy about this, but this is what I've been waiting for. So, let me see if I can open this with one hand. This is what I've been waiting for right here. It's a weaving loom. I'm not too keen on it having only being able to go up to 60 threads. But this should make rod wrapping, bring it to another level. Instead of just wraps, we can do weaves now. That weaving loom there. I might make something better, because that's only 60 threads. I wanted to get at least $100 or 100 thread one, but they didn't have them. And I bought an extra one here for Dynasty Rod Customs in Indonesia. If you guys don't have him, check him out. Now we started doing this rod here. We did a dragon scale on it. I was gonna do the epoxy on it, but this motor, my drying motor, burned up on this thing, so I'm gonna have to take this off of there. But that rod blank right here is so small. This CRB rod dryer I have here, that hole is so big. I got a couple more back there, but I can only put 2 in my drying tent at a time. I got a drying tent up there, and I have a little heater here I could put in the tent because my garage is not heated at night. I have space heaters running during the day, but at night it's not heated, so I can heat the tent up and keep it a specific temperature. But I can only fit 2 rods in there at once. This rod's got a clutch on it, so you can grab it while you're working and stop it for a minute and use your epoxy. And then I got this other one here. That one over back there is a variable speed one, but the darn thing is so loud, it drives my wife crazy, so I can't run that one at night. So I'll get these 2 rods here going. But I have the Living MN's rod and his ice rod here. So before we get on this rod that isn't a customer's, this is just a rod we're building for the heck of it. I'm going to get these 2 epoxy tonight, and we'll get the epoxy on these so we can get this rod out to Living MN. He's been waiting a long time for it. So we'll get this one all set up, and we'll get the tripod set up with the other GoPro on it. I am going to be upgrading cameras because with this new weave setup we got, we're going to need to be able to zoom in. Oh, another thing I did get in the mail was I got wooden dowels. I always do these rod wraps for you guys, and I do them on just little pieces of blanks I have. You know, I have some blanks that are just small pieces of blanks, and I'll do a wrap on it to show you guys it. Here's that the grayscale that we had here, and then we got the bald eagle. And then this was a rod that broke during that one live feed. I was messing around, and we did the rose on that one. And then this is that prototype we broke during that same live feed, and we got the Predator one on that one. So I just have some blank rods. I keep cutting the wraps off. This one here I probably done, I don't know, 10 or 15 videos, and as you can tell, it's getting pretty bad. So what I decided to do, instead of cutting these wraps back off, I got some 3/4 inch dowels, and I've got some, oh, my workbench is a wreck. I got some 5/8 dowels here too. So what I'm going to do is, they're 3 foot long. I should be able to just put them on the rack, you know, and do some weaves on them, some rod wraps on them, and then epoxy them and just keep them for, I mean, for a couple dollars each, you can't go wrong. I got 5 3/4, 5 out of 5/8 because I just wanted to try them out and see how that works out. But I think that's going to work out nice because then I can epoxy them and keep them forever to show people. Because these ones here, I would have to cut them back off to do it again. And it's a shame to do all these nice wraps and then only have pictures to show people. So what I'm going to do now is really put them on a wooden dowel, epoxy them, and then I can have them for forever to show people. I had a very little epoxy left, but I was trying not to go completely out, but I did get a couple more bottles. I think these bottles are the same size. Are they? Yeah, they're the same size bottles. But I got a bunch of variety of tips. And we're going to get the tripod set up and we're going to start epoxy in Living MN's rod. Try to get both of his rods because I can get 2 rods in the drying tent. And I'll show you that whole process. Okay, so I'm not going to do a quick zoom in of all this stuff. I'm just going to get these turning. Warm them motors up, and I am going to I'm gonna get alright, I got those motors warming up back there. I'm gonna mix up this you don't want to use cups with silicone, and I got these cups from like the dollar store, and I'm not sure if they got silicone in them, but I just use them for my brush cleaner. So I'll put the brush cleaner to the side. I already did a color preserver on both of these rods already, and it's dried. So I'm just going to mix up some epoxy, give these a quick coat of epoxy now that I have this stuff. We'll put the drying tent on it to keep the dust out of it, and more importantly, keep the heat in there because this garage is going to get to about 40 tonight. And with that little heater, we could keep this thing nice and warm so it works out good. I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to zoom in on everything. You can just see the process. I use a straw. This is an old McDonald's straw to blow on the just a light warm air, and it pops the bubbles perfectly. And we'll just get this mixed up and go from there. That's it. The ice rod is done. Now I'm just going to blow real lightly. It pops every bubble. That's that. Now we'll work our way right back down to, as a matter of fact, let's just get the big wraps done here before this stuff starts to set up. Pop those bubbles, we'll come back and pop them again. As you can see, I move fast with this stuff. I don't want it to set up on me. When I was still new at rod building, I worked too slow and ruined one of my first rods because I wasn't moving fast enough. Pop these bubbles. Brush, and then we'll put it in the drying tent, and that'll be a wrap. I normally don't have this much difficulty. I got my power wrapper and I just slide the whole thing up and down the bench, but for some reason that drying motor burned out, so I'll have to get another one. But I did have a couple of backup dryers luckily, and I could still continue to work. It's a little more frustrating to do. As you can see, I dropped it because I didn't have it in the, I do have a channel that they can mount on too, but I only have one 7-foot channel, so I wouldn't have been able to put both of them on it anyways, only one of them. So get this brush cleaned out, and get this drying tin out, and we'll call it a wrap on this thing. I do have a thermometer somewhere, so I wonder where it is. do not want to mess up these wraps, so I'm not going to search for it too bad. If I can't find it right away, I'm not going to go nuts looking for it, because I do not want to knock everything all around. I don't know where it is. I think I can maintain the temperature without it. I normally have a thermometer that I set inside there, and I can keep track of what the temperature is in there. Can't believe it's not right here. It's always right here. I might have fell down behind the wall. Oh well. We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to get this drying tin on and all right. It does fit over 2 rods. Get this stuff out of the way. Oh no, camera might be in the way here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move the camera real quick. Let's put you guys back here for a minute. Get this dry and head the rest of the way up here. Can't afford to knock this down now. Got Velcro, seals it right up nice. I normally leave the top open to let some of the heat out. Slide this back. Okay, there we go. I got this heater. I got this heater right here. I'm gonna turn that on. I'll just set it inside the tent. Don't want it to blow on the rod. I'm trying to blow it at an angle. I blow it on the plastic, down the plastic. I don't want to blow it on the plastic because I don't want to get the plastic too hot. It is kind of warm in here right now. So I do have my space heater on, so I am going to open this up a little bit. And just keep some air going in. And that's what that looks like. I keep some air going in it. I got it opened up a little bit here. Let some of the heat out because I don't want it to get too hot in there. Ideal is between 70 and 75. But that's it. Living MN's rod and his ice rod are both got the first coat of epoxy on it. I only probably need the 1 coat of epoxy on the ice rod. I don't think it'll need more than that, but that wrap will definitely need some. Alright, thanks for watching everybody. As soon as I get these ones done and out of the racks, we'll get on that multi-part series on how to build a rod from start to finish. We'll coat that dragon scale, let that dry for a couple days, and then we'll try out these new reamers we got, get a handle on it, and go from there. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.